What up everyone, it's a boy, Noypi X Indo. Assalamualaikum dan Shalom Horas! Thank you so much for continued welcoming support and at the same time, thank you for continuing subscribing my channel because as of now, I have 35 subscribers recently to my email, and then I decided to make a question and answer video through from social media. These questions that I'm going to show today are my friends from social media, and I asked them what are their questions they want to ask me. So, welcome to Pertanyaan dan Jawaban bersama Noypi X Indo. So let's start with the first group of questions. Akong Emmanuel and Jeffrey Jonathan Hotaoro, they have the same question they asked me, and then this is their question. What are the things that you like about Indonesia? For example, food, cuisine, and culture and entertainment. Why I like Indonesia? Because things that I like Indonesia a lot is about the food, the cuisine, the culture, and entertainment. And I'm going to answer them one by one of these three things. For an instance, for the food and culture, I like them because it seems to be very tasty. And also, there are foods that are very healthy if I will give it a chance to eat them. And then, I'm very proud that there are Indonesian food that are similar to Filipino food. For example, saksa, I just discussed earlier in my previous video. And then, the adobo is this, which is not mentioned from my previous video. And I've read some comments from one of my subscribers, Cat Topping, and she said chicken adobo is same as I am Señor the Lord. I don't think. As long as about that, Indonesia and Philippines is at the same time we're true brothers and cousins. And for the culture, I like the culture of Indonesian culture because there are it's the same as Filipino culture, like kissing hands and then eating rice. As usual, Asians generally eat rice. And at the same time, the unity between different religions and ethnicities united together in one place. The third is entertainment. What I like about Indonesian entertainment is that Indonesian entertainment has this a little bit similarity and a big difference of Filipino entertainment industry. For example, Sarah Geronimo and Agnes Monica, Ogie Alcacid and Yobi Widianto, then JR and Reza Herlambang, ang good, and I will never compare to Lea Salonga because Lea Salonga is very popular here in the Philippines and also in the theater. And then in entertainment, I would appreciate the Indonesian singers because their voices is the same as our talented Filipino singers here, especially their songs that made me inspired in singing Indonesian songs. Although at first I did not understand what they're saying, but when I read the message and I learned the language, still learning the language today, I feel like some of the songs I've heard and sung were very nice in harmony. Which city or island in Indonesia that you want to go first? So the city in Indonesia that I'm going to go there someday is at first it's in Jakarta. However, I changed my mind and that Jakarta will be my second place to go there, and then I put Medan, Samosir, and Humbahas as my first places to go someday. Next questions. What do you think about Indonesian people? What is your opinion about the Indonesian government? And which part of the Indonesia is needed to be improved? So, I would think that Indonesian people or Indonesians are the same as Filipinos in terms of physical attributions, cultural, I think, and then their values. For example, Indonesian people are very kind and they're very friendly. They're kind-hearted, down-to-earth, and humble. But some Indonesians that I don't like is that they're racist and close-minded. But I do not condemn anyone because racism still exists in this world. and we cannot escape it as long as you prioritize your own reputation. My opinion about Indonesian government is that Indonesian government is the same as in the Philippines, like the corruption, the social injustices, the historical injustices. And then about Indonesian government is that they are strict in terms of drugs, because once an individual gets caught on drugs, they'll have the death penalty, because it's the same as in the Philippines too. However, in the previous administration, drugs didn't prioritize here. They're just making words that they should be against about drugs. However, it is not yet. But in this new administration, the Duterte administration, I am very happy that the drug and crime rate here in the Philippines increases down, just because there are drug victims who were surrendered, drug suspects were caught. Of course, there's a camp crime, diba? I don't know that place because I haven't been there. The part of Indonesia needs to be improved is that transportation, the religious intolerance, and the last one is the cultural extinction, because many languages in Indonesia might be extinct for years. It will never be used in the future years. And I would expect that Indonesia needs to preserve their culture and then their nationalism too. That's the problem here in this world, and also in Indonesia, and here also in the Philippines. We fight the nationalism, and how many times we celebrated Independence Day, although it's the same as in Indonesia. This is celebrated on August 17. However, some Indonesians didn't celebrate it because they feel like they're not feeling well in their own perception. Next question. What makes you really love Indonesia until what you have learned about the country itself? Indonesia makes me special is that the everlasting unity between the different religions, and then respect each other, whatever your sexuality you are, and then it makes me special because their cultural diversity is exceptional and rich and it's deserved to be presented in the international events. For example, the Bataks, the Japanese, or anything which should be diverse. And I hope that Indonesian culture will be presented here in the Philippines, and it will become a trend for the future years, because in my opinion, Korean culture will be poured here just because of K-pop. Next question. Why do you like Bataknese, Japanese, and Ambonese? Do you think Indonesian people are friendly? I like Bataknese, Japanese, and Ambonese is because Bataknese are talented, they're very powerful in singing, and then although they're speaking honestly and as they say, as rude, it's just a stereotype. What I like about Bataknese is their surnames have unique, and it sounds like Filipino surnames here. For example, si Tumurang, si Hotang, and of course my favorite, si Upi. What I like about the Japanese is Japanese is rich in fashion, a little bit of food. I just appreciate their culture, and then the great influence of the Indian, like in their dances and in the art, and also the makeup. In fashion, I like the Japanese best cup. I hope that I can wear someday. And then there are similarity on that best cup is the safari in Bali, which was very common and similar in its design. And the Ambonese, what I like about the Ambonese is that their surnames unique, like a Hawaiian or a Pacific Islander. And then the people of Ambon or the Moluccans is they had sweet voice in singing, and they can reach high notes as like the Batak, the Chinese Filipinos, or in Indonesians. It depends on the person that he can sing rock songs or any songs that he can suit with in singing. When you will visit Indonesia? I will visit Indonesia someday. If I will give it a chance, I'll going to Medan. Besides Medan, Samosir, and Humbang Kasundutan, I will go to Jakarta, Samarang, Palembang, Bali, Yogyakarta, which is also known as its home of the Japanese culture. And then Bali, Manokwari in Irian Jaya, and also in Jayapura, Papua Province, and also in Ambon, Manado, and also in Makassar. I have a lot of Indonesian cities or islands that I visit. If I have much money, I would think that Indonesian people are very friendly, kind-hearted. I just answered that on the previous questions. Last question, why Indonesians don't like their country itself? Maybe that people living in their own country might be maybe don't interested in themselves because they just feel the other country's cultures, they just obsessed. That is why they just want to migrate, and then it's okay to migrate and to have a job there in other countries as long as they don't forget their nationality in their hearts of what they of their origin to. Just the same as in the Philippines. My friends, colleagues want to go in Korea or in other places as long as they don't want to be forgotten in their origins. I'm a Filipino, and even though I go to Indonesia someday, I will never forget my Filipino citizenship because I'm still Filipino at heart. Although I just ashamed of my country's government, corruption is still existing here. Anyway, thank you so much for the questions that you gave me, guys. And if you have questions here on YouTube, just please comment down below in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe my channel because I will do making videos every single week. Terima kasih untuk menonton dan sampai jumpa. This is Noypi X Indo.